right, he's probably heard that theme song too many times in his life. I'm going to welcome to the program right now, and I'm going to try to say the name correctly. Gianni Russo. Is that correct?
Gianni Russo.
Gianni Russo. Well, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Obviously not from Mulberry Street.
Ah.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Does it make a difference what block, what street, what borough you were raised in on exactly how names are pronounced, etc.?
No, I'm only kidding. Italian neighborhoods. Maybe if you were from Delancey Street, you would have said Giano. I was introduced once by Barbara Streisand the first time in my life in an audience, and she said, Gianni I. Russo, where is she sitting?
Well, listen, we recognize you from your role that you played in The Godfather, and you've got a book out that is just awesome. I haven't had a chance to get too much through it, but it really reveals that you were more than just an actor. The actor, you were just maybe playing yourself, what you did in real life. Is that something close?
Well, close, but I would never hit a woman. I'm not raised that way.
Good.
The character as Carla was really a tough one for me, especially her being pregnant. That was like sacrilege in my religion.
But yes, so you actually walked the line with I guess mob families and mob life for quite some time. Was this prior to being an actor, or does this come along afterwards?
It was just from my neighborhood, man. You know,
okay.
Everybody we grew up with was mob, and as a young guy, I mean, you were impressed with them because they always drove the best cars, the best suits, and they never went to work. So they were our mentors. I wasn't coming from Wall Street. I came from Mulberry Street.
Some of the stuff that is revealed in your book, and it's not just from around the neighborhood. Some of the things that you help work out. You did stuff, casino money, laundering it through the Vatican. How did that happen?
That was a legitimate business. I mean, we just carried money over there. They were doing it, and fortunately, why we wanted to do it with the church, they didn't have to reveal it to anyone, especially government.
Mm-hmm. And you also helped. Speaking of money, you also helped the Shah of Iran get his money out of his country before things fell apart for him.
You know, my friend Nick Nitti and I, we got a world reputation about moving large money and that we could be trusted. So it basically became a business for us. And I was a licensed courier. I mean, I wasn't just smuggling money out of town, because I knew that if I got jammed, then that would be happen. That they'd want to know that, and I can carry large amounts of money because I was registered. And with the reputation of me, everybody thought I was a gangster. I wasn't. I was a legitimate businessman.
Now, that's the claim that we always see in the movies and everything else, that it's a legitimate business. When you're talking to the cops. But how close on the edge are you walking when you're, quote, a legitimate businessman and you're dealing with the amount of money and the money sources that you were?
Well, the only thing that was illegal, if it was my money, and it wasn't, that I didn't disclose it in income tax. Other than that, I was just carrying it. I don't know whose money it was. I don't know where it was going.
Any involvement at
like a guy driving a Wells Fargo truck, an armored car, picks up money, drops it somewhere. That's how I justify it in my own mind.
Now, as you're hanging with celebrities and different things like this, name drop of some of the people. You mentioned Barbara Streisand getting your name incorrect. Who else did you kind of hang with over these last 50, 60 years?
Oh, me, I was with the best, fortunately, from Sinatra to Andre Bocelli to, you name them. Liza and I had a great history together. Marilyn Monroe. I mean, you name them. I could do another hour just on people I met. But don't forget, I'm 75 years of age, so just a lot of people. I was out every night. Just
getting started. At some point, did you pull back and say, "Okay, I'm done being a courier. I'm not going to quite live this lime life anymore"? Or are you still pushing that just a little bit?
No, I'm not doing that any longer. I mean, ever since 9/11, number one, that would be awfully hard, and I already moved on from that. Once the casinos became organized, where they were corporations, and the markers no longer were not collectible. Now you can go into state, because when you sign a marker, basically it's an IOU to the corporation that you just played at. So they can go into state now. Years ago, you couldn't go into state to collect a gambling debt. So that business is eradicated, not by my choice, but theirs.
Did you ever in your career be witness to or be privy or around any mob hits or anything like that on anybody?
Other than the ones I did myself, though.
And all of this is going to be in the book. It's Hollywood Godfather, My Life in the Movies and the Mob. As we read through it, are we going to be able to pull apart which is movie life and which was mob life?
Well, it's all my life, so, I mean, you dissect it and categorize it the way you want. I think it's a fun read. I did it to stimulate young people, believe it or not, to believe in your dream and go out and do it. I don't care what your background is in the world, what color your skin, but if you have a dream, go do it. And that's what I'm trying to prove here. The last sentence in the book is, yes, you can.
I like that.
Motivate that.
Well, there's a great motivation for us getting started here on a Monday morning. Thanks for joining us on the program, Hollywood Godfather, My Life in the Movies and the Mob. Let me try it again. Gianni Russo.
You got it, man.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.